Welcome to this episode. I'm Dani Walker. Today we'll talk all about the Supermodel 2023 competition at Miss Supranational 2023. Thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate all of your support. If you like this episode, please consider subscribing and hitting the notifications bell. And if you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you can do so by hitting that super thanks button, shopping in the merch store, or by joining memberships. Let's get right into this. I really love this competition. I think it's so fun. I like to see all of the fashions and all the walks and what every contestant uniquely brings. So what's cool about this is we're gonna talk about them in the order that they competed, and they will compete by regions. So I will explain that right now. The first region is the Africa region. Africa started it off so strong. Botswana, great opening, beautiful face, strong walk. Cote d'Ivoire, I wrote a note and I said, oh my gosh, they are really bringing the fashion here, and these walks, I was just so impressed. Namibia was stunning, oh my gosh. Honestly, her performance overall was like a couture fashion show. Somebody please book her. This is what she needs to be doing if she already doesn't. South Africa, hoping for a back-to-back this year. This was such a sexy bodysuit and it looked fantastic on her. I do though think that she needed to change up her facial expressions for this. Togo, great job. This was just such a tough year, and I do want to say that overall it was interesting to see that the ladies that were competing for the Africa region wore a lot of black this year, which is very, very chic. And it's funny because as you watch the different regions, they kind of wear similar pieces, almost to the point where it's like, wait, is this all from a collection? Like, are they all just debuting different designer collections? Zimbabwe, oh my gosh, those cheekbones. She's glowing, the hair, the jumpsuit, everything. I don't know if she's a professional model, but if she's not, she should be one because she looks like one. So this was perfect for this area of competition. She really blew me away and was just like this amazing standout for the competition. If you're watching this episode because you're a contestant and you want more help for your next competition, take advantage of my free pageant prep course. It's linked in the description. The Americas, I fully expected to see lots of sequins and rhinestones and bright colors, and that's exactly what we saw. Brazil was so beautiful. One thing though is I wish that her contour would have been smoothed out a little bit. I thought that it looked a little bit harsh, but she's stunning. I also really like this color on her, the trench coat reveal. I think that type of movement and just extra feature for these Supramodel or top model or runway type competitions is great. I think it's fun and it can really show your skills as a model. Colombia, really beautiful color on her and the flow of all of this. It was a simple dress, but it looked fantastic. I just wish that her timing for the throw of the fabric would have happened like right at the end instead of stopping and throwing it, just making it one movement. Ecuador, beautiful, love the hat, and I'm also really surprised I'm gonna say this because this is so rare. I think she actually could have had less hip movement in this walk and that would have made it look a little bit more model-esque versus pageanty, but that was such a weird kind of random note that I have. And then I wish she would have done a different pose at the end of the runway to show off the outfit a little bit better. Guatemala, love the hair, love the feathers, really, really feeling this, but I do wish that she had less shoulder movement when she was walking. Mexico, beautiful, flowing outfit, love the neon. That's of course gonna make her stand out in her own way. I'd also love to see her highlight and contour blend in a little bit more, but I really loved this hairstyle on her. USA, so excited for Riley. I know she's had a really long pageant journey, so it's great to see her doing well. I thought this was a super fun outfit. I love the top. I love the piece that was hanging in the middle. I would have put her in a slightly lighter lip though. I did feel like that was a little bit harsh, and I wish that her little ponytail flip thing at the end was timed a little bit differently. And personally, I wouldn't have gone with the boot. I don't think that the outfit really needed it. I think that you could have gone with, or like a shorter bootie that was more hidden versus like a knee-high boot. I feel like the knee-high boot isn't really trending right now. So that's a personal style preference, but overall still, like, she did such a great job. Very proud of USA. Venezuela, oh my gosh, the latex outfit. Okay, I did not expect that, but it's kind of cool though. I was like, okay, that's unique. I did think the side hair part was a little bit extreme for her, and I thought that the poses should have been cleaned up, but we gotta, you know, kind of acknowledge, I mean, she's Venezuela, right? Like, people are going to be looking at her and paying extra attention to her, so I'm curious how she's gonna do. Let's talk about Asia. India, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, India, what a strong contender. Okay, so aside from the glowing skin, the hair, the makeup, the outfit itself was fantastic, but the walk, the performance was there. And for me, what I really love about her specifically is the way that she can communicate with her eyes. So that really reminds me of a Pia type of performance. We don't see it that often. It's not really easy to have that great smiles. I feel like to an extent, it's just something that's innate. So I really like that. She is one of my top faves for the competition. Indonesia, I love the headpiece, I love the dress. I was like, this is what I want to see in terms of fashion. I thought it was really unique. I think that she had a pretty good performance, but she is teetering on my edge. I think that the walk could have been a little bit stronger, but sometimes when you come out and you have great hair, makeup, and an outfit, and then you throw the walk in, sometimes that ends up being enough and you can score very well. Malaysia is very pretty. She also had a very interesting outfit, but once again, I just wish she wouldn't have looked around while she was walking down the runway. Philippines, so excited here for Pauline. So I loved this dress, okay? I thought it was fantastic. I actually don't think it needed the extra arm piece on her right arm, but I thought it was great. One thing I wish that they would do is not put her hair behind her ears. I'm not like a huge fan of that hairstyle for pageants. I wish that they would just like leave her hair down in the front, which I believe is how her hair looked when she competed at prelims for Miss Universe Philippines this year. And I really liked that look. I think that she needs to go back to that look. Thailand, oh my gosh. Now, look, this dress to me almost looks evening gown, kind of like more Miss Grand International evening gown because there's a lot of skin going on. So I feel like, you know, maybe that's why they were sort of like, let's just put her in it. But wow, okay, clearly she has so much modeling experience. She's so tall, she's so statuesque, but the way that she works this dress and how she poses in this dress specifically is just jaw-dropping. So huge fan of Thailand this year. I was a really big fan of her when she was competing at Miss Universe Thailand. I think she's just such a strong contestant. Let's talk about the Caribbean. Curaçao was on the edge. I really liked her, but I thought that this gown looked, well, it looked like a gown versus a supermodel outfit, and I wish she also would have had a lighter lip. Dominican Republic, unique kind of sequins suit choice. That was fun for the runway. Loved that. Her eyes, just stunning. I love her. I just wish she would have relaxed a little bit more. It's like, you know what, you look fantastic, just take a breath. Puerto Rico, interesting. I didn't love the outfit, but I liked the walk and the performance. And that's why it's still important at the end of the day to always focus on your walk and your performance, because even if a judge doesn't love your outfit, they can always still appreciate a great walk. Bahamas was pretty good as well. She was somebody that I just didn't know how they would score. She was actually right on my edge personally. Europe. Czech Republic wore a really fun outfit. She went with some bright colors, a unique piece. I would assume this is probably a custom piece that was created for her by a designer. I thought it was fun, and also she just has a stunning face, so her hair back is perfect. Poland looked really pretty. I think that she has a great walk. She is our hometown girl, so there would be no surprise for me if Poland has a placement during finals. Spain, personally, I thought that this look was overstyled, so that was my opinion. It was just so hard for me to focus on her performance because I was just like really focused on the wardrobe. United Kingdom, a former Miss Universe contestant. I loved this dress personally. This just reminded me of like 90s runway. I thought it was fabulous. I just think that she didn't need to hit the poses at the end of the runway so hard. They were a little bit abrupt for me. So I think honestly, just making this entire routine have a little bit more flow to it, make it a little sultry, I think would have really helped her score. If you're unfamiliar, what happens next is 2 contestants are chosen from each region, and essentially they have a walk-off, and then they award the different winners for each region. So the results were Cote d'Ivoire, Zimbabwe, Colombia, USA, Malaysia, Thailand, Puerto Rico, Bahamas, Spain, and Czech Republic. They were the ones that moved on in the competition. For Africa, we had Cote d'Ivoire and Zimbabwe. For Cote d'Ivoire, I thought that she really hit her pivot a little bit too hard. I think that it could have been pulled back quite a bit. Zimbabwe looked incredible. She changed her outfit for this area of competition. I loved this gown. Honestly, she's just so chic. She's such a pro. How can you not love her? So that was my opinion on this. She just looked fantastic. For the Americas, we had Colombia and USA, and Colombia had a fun outfit change. All right, I really, really liked this. I thought that she was really working it on the runway. I loved it. USA also had an outfit change here, very different than what we saw from her earlier in the show. I did think, however, though, that something that affected her score was her arms weren't swinging evenly, and when we saw the side angle, I think that she can straighten out her legs a little bit more, like fully extend them before that heel hits the floor. But overall, still great job. Very, very proud of USA. Yay! Placing for Supermodel. For Asia, we had Malaysia and Thailand, and I really liked Malaysia's outfit change. I thought this outfit was fantastic. I do, however, think though that her poses were a little bit too quick. Now, when I saw that Thailand made it, I was already assuming that Thailand would win because I liked her so much out of her regional group anyways. I was kind of like, how does she not win? For me, she was just like probably number one even out of that group. So I really liked her performance. She had a gown change as well. It was fantastic. I feel like one of her talents is being able to model evening gowns specifically very, very well. So I loved her. I was excited for her. For the Caribbean, we had Puerto Rico and we had the Bahamas. I thought that Puerto Rico looked great in the white, but the Bahamas had a cute little trench coat outfit. It was a bright color, and I think her walk in general just edged her out a little bit more. For Europe, we had Spain and Czech Republic, and Spain, I thought that her outfit kind of stopped her legs from being able to move as much as they could have. It really affected her mobility, but I did like this so much more than the outfit that she wore earlier, and she did look very beautiful. Now, Czech Republic wore an outfit that looked like it would be from the same collection as the other outfit she wore previously. I liked it. It was already working, and honestly, I think that she improved in this performance. The winner for Africa was Zimbabwe. For the Americas was Colombia. Asia was Thailand. The Caribbean was the Bahamas. And Europe was Czech Republic. I do want to quickly note and just acknowledge, I felt like the Africa group was the most competitive this year, and that was just so tough. I honestly felt bad for those ladies because normally they would have been spread out in the competition because of alphabetical order, but they just so happened to be grouped together, and it just made it so hard for them to move on for this competition. But that's pageantry, and sometimes that happens. Congratulations to all of these ladies at the Supermodel competition. Very excited for you. I cannot wait to recap prelims and watch that show. So be sure that if you liked this episode, friend, to come back for the preliminary recap as well. I can't wait to share that one with you. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode though. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you very soon. And in the meantime, you can check out these other recent recaps that I've created just for you.